It's not a video of it that now. He put it up on the top of it. Put it in front of him.
Nope, I got phones not the stereo. But you already know. Just cause that bitch ain't on not disturbed.
Got you in
Let me see. Yeah, you in Got you in
Right. Hey, Shalom. Hey, we're the real Hebrew Israelites from GMS Louisiana Saints. Coming back at you as always. Another live lesson. Before we get started, I want to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Harakah, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this truth. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, sticking to the script. Okay, you see the title of the video. Okay, we give edification purposes. Okay, through these lessons, man. So through the whole course of these lessons, hopefully you few brothers and you few sisters be edified, man. Sticking to prophecy. Go ahead, Al.
2 Ezra 9:5. It says, "For as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs."
Right, man. Read it again, Al.
Right, 2 Ezra 9:5. Right, for as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest, even so.
Stop right there. The end is what?
Made manifest.
End is made manifest. I mean, it's going to happen. There's nothing that can stop prophecy, man. Okay? Beginning from up top, okay? Through the elders and apostles, okay? Going back to the one west with Albert Bibbins, King Marshall, okay? These prophecies started to happen when these men came on the scene. Okay? Now the end is made. Don't worry about that. Now the end is made manifest. All right? Because Christianity has been around for a long ass time. Buddhism, okay, all the other garbage, Islam, okay? And a damn thing happened. When these men rose upon their feet and came upon the scene, now the end is being made manifest. That's why you're seeing all these calamities and death throughout the whole earth happening all at one time. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs.
Right, man. Endings and effects and signs. Okay? Effects is what? Okay? Things that are happening. Okay? You're seeing what? Signs in the heavens. All right? These blood moons. Okay? Russia. All right? They had a total darkness or blackness for 3 days in the fucking daytime. Those are signs, man. Okay? Blood rainbows. You've never seen that before, man. All right? Chariot sightings. All right? Everybody talking about the UFOs, what they call UAPs, tic-tac objects, man. But we know that as the chariots of Israel. You've never seen as many as these things happen upon the earth all at one time. That's the point. These things are happening simultaneously. All right? Why the fuck would the Congress, okay, pick a specific time to bring out information concerning the UFOs, man? All right? You got men teaching other doctrines, man. All these things are happening at one time. Okay? Wars and rumors of wars. Yahweh said, "See that ye be not troubled. But these things must first happen. Persecution is coming." All right? You got a big fucking global famine that's going to happen over there in East Africa. It's going to shift over here to the west. Okay? That's never happened before. Go ahead, brother.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
By what?
By his works. And by faith.
By what?
And by faith.
Works and faith. Works and faith.
Both of them.
They go hand in hand, man. You got to believe. Okay? You got to be good brother, man. Okay, if this man is going off on the side of you, he's gonna follow behind him. That's not faith. Okay, you're not showing your works by that. Read it again, bro.
Right, and it says, "And shall be able to escape by his works and by faith,
Mm-hmm.
whereby ye have believed."
You got to believe in this, man. You got to have to show your works by faith and believe in it. Are you really believing the shit that you're out there saying, Jay? Okay. Well, the prophets happen. It's a various amount of prophets that happen in the earth. Are you talking about that? Okay. Break it down. It starts with Elijah. Okay. Setting the gateway. Okay. For your house shot. Preparing the way. It starts with him first. You can't just jump to a certain individual and just overlook, okay, the beginner who was given to. Okay. You have to have order, man. Jake ain't got no fucking order, man.
You gotta have faith.
Right, bro.
That requires faith to believe. I can't believe that John was Elijah. Elijah was Abraham. Right? You gotta have faith.
Yeah.
At some point, we can't prove this shit, but not this shit. We can't prove this, man.
Yeah. Just like you can't leave physical proof of your house shot.
Mhm.
It takes faith to believe that your house shot actually was a so-called Negro, that he walked the earth, that he died for the sins of the elect, rose again.
Mm-hmm. And it's coming back.
You know, I mean, all of us can say we wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? But yet we believe.
Believe it. Faith. Ooh.
Yet we believe that this man walked the earth. No. In reincarnation, yes, we was there. Okay? But in this time frame, the scripture says there is no remembrance of the former things. So we can't remember that. That's why we got to be taught again.
Right,
Give it again.
Go ahead, huh?
You guys 1 and 9. Yep. Read it again. Bob shot.
Right. This was 2nd Ezra 9 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It says, "Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs."
Better is the ending of a thing. How shall I say that himself, man? Better is the ending of a thing than the beginning. That's in the scriptures also, man. So we're at the end right now, and that ending started, okay, with Elijah coming up on the scene, man. Okay, making that way.
Okay, before we go into that
You
point,
can't really get that kind of-
I got stuff.
Right. So we're at the end right now. All right. You've never seen a device that can dictate your thoughts, your movements. Esau wants full control over your tribes.
Yeah.
Okay, the whole planet Earth. You've never had a device that can enter into the whole the body, what they want to call the internet of bodies. Okay, to dictate your every movement. Okay, that's full control. Esau wants to be the Most High. That has never happened. This is the ending right now. World War III. That has never happened upon the earth, man. Where all armies are gathered together to fight at one battle. That has never happened. All right, go ahead, huh? No, it's like
All right, Ephesians 6. We start at 18. Well, start at 17. It says, "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
Right, man.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints,
right,
and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel."
Ooh. There's a lot of
That's
reading
we
up,
open our mouth boldly and come out here. We don't open our mouth boldly about certain things that we don't understand, right? Why does it say the mystery of the gospel? Because it's a mystery. Get the word mystery right there.
Nah.
You hold on one?
I got you.
I get it.
I got it.
Ephesians 6 and 19.
Got you.
It says, "That I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel." So it's a mystery behind this gospel, man. What the scripture tell you? It says it's given to it is given unto you to know the what? The mysteries of the kingdom. We're gonna get into that word mysteries, man. It's not gonna be just this is who this man is, this is who this is, this is who you is, this is who no. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Right.
It takes faith, man.
Right.
We have to believe these things without actually seeing them. That's the whole principle of this thing is built on faith, man. Right?
Right.
Bring it up.
Yep.
The word mystery.
It's the word mystery. G3466. Play it.
Strong's G3466. Mustadion.
Mustadion. Mustadion. It says hidden thing.
Hidden thing. So that means it's not obvious. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Secret.
Secret. Don't everybody in the world know, even got a grasp of this.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
And nowhere in the Bible does it say that Elijah was going to come out proclaiming to the whole world, and the whole world was going to acknowledge him as Elijah, man. Only the elect was going to know these things, man. Only the elect is giving it to you, who?
Right.
The elect.
Right, bro.
To understand the mysteries of the kingdom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep. It says, so like I said, mystery, generally mysteries, religious secrets,
Biblical secrets.
That's right.
Or do we call dark sayings? Parables.
Right.
Right?
Confide only to the initiated,
okay,
and not to ordinary mortals.
There you go. So it's only to us for us to know. It's only for the elect to know these things. And it's only relevant for the hopeful elect to know these things. And when you look up at the history of the men that are sighing and crying, calling on the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, all of their history began with a man by the name of
That's like Albert Vivens.
All right.
Yeah. Say it loud like you mean it. Albert Vivens, you heard?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Y'all see the picture on the video right there. Huh?
Believe it.
Like this whole movement, none of us met this man. But you cannot deny the fact that this whole movement was jump-started by this man.
Right, bro.
You know, I don't know when the man died. I mean, you know, I don't know the exact day he was born. None of that. I've never met him in my life. But through faith,
right.
Come on, man. Why would the Lord use this man to get us all the way to 2022 in the truth, and then let us go off?
Come on.
Everything was right up until 2022, but in 2022 he just all about everything just about to start going off. Come on, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't been going on all the way up to this point. So what make you think it's gonna start going on? Because we in our feelings about some shit.
Yeah.
No, we can never mix our personal opinions. And like I say, shit, motherfuckers make you mad all the time. I mean, shit, I'm a witness. Everybody get fucking mad, man. But that has nothing to do with the doctrine, man. That's just people's personal opinion. Some brothers get along, some brothers don't. Some brothers got shit in common, some brothers don't.
Yeah.
You know? Some brothers click. Some brothers really just don't click.
Don't click. Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the doctrine.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the breakdown.
Keep it 613.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my feelings don't give you. If you don't like me, cool.
That's fine.
Realistic.
As long as we agree in these scriptures.
And two walk together, let's stay unagree.
Your opinion means nothing to me, man. As long as we can agree in this doctrine, man, it's truth. That's all that matters.
That's all Yahweh Shai matters. That's it.
You know?
Right, bro.
We're looking for the hopeful elect. We ain't looking for no motherfucking friends, man.
Buddies.
No buddies.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, and back you up. Like me and the elder were talking yesterday, man. The Lord don't give a fuck about you being buddy with certain jakes in his ministry, man. Like at one point we got up to like, you know what I'm saying, about a dozen brothers in this truth. The Lord went with all that. Yeah, it looked good. Like, yeah, a lot of fruit coming in, but the Lord was like, he's not right. He's not right. He's not right. I don't want him around here. Okay? Now you see who you see on the screen right now. Okay, so I brought Isaiah through faith. We hope that we can't continue in that path right there.
That's right, man. But that's why we don't exercise pride, man.
Right.
Because when you throw pride out there, it'll humiliate you. So like, what if we come up here speaking all this bold pride shit about how we know we are the elect, we know the Lord dealing with us, yada yada yada, and then the Lord make a complete fool of us tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. It's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's why it's good to just be humble, man.
Yeah.
Whether you, even if you write about something, still be humble about it. Don't throw it in their face. Oh, I told you. Even if you write about it, guess what? Guess who was right? Yahweh was right. Yahweh was right, and he had you in the right spirit. That in itself is enough, man. That the spirit bear record with your spirit, man. Okay.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with personal shit, man. It has nothing to do.
Never personal.
But it has nothing to do with spiritual things. Okay. We all fall short. The scriptures tell you that. If you don't bump heads with a brother, if you don't argue with a brother, you ain't in the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna argue. You're gonna bump heads.
Yeah.
You're gonna disagree. You're gonna feel some type of way about certain brothers and shit like that. Well, who the fuck are you to pass judgment on them? You see what I'm saying? I mean, if y'all are out there speaking the same thing, man, your opinions doesn't matter. You can feel a certain way about this brother, that brother, you know, because he don't act like you.
Yeah.
He don't have the same accent you got.
Talk like you.
Right?
Same thing you like, same type of hose you like.
That ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with doctrine, man.
Breakdown.
With doctrine. Okay?
Yeah.
So fuck an opinion, man. And that's how we all have to be. You can't get lost in the sauce of opinions and bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you open up the gateway for fucking demons to just come in and possess your ass from that point.
Yeah.
Because now it's just emotions. You just some nigga shit from that point on.
That's it. Emotions bring nigga shit. Talk.
I mean, do y'all know what kind of grudge Yahushua could hold if he wanted to?
Ooh.
Right.
You know what I mean? The back and forth videos Yahushua can make on every time we go off. He could, if Yahushua wanted to make a rebuttal to that, he could do that.
You don't always. No.
You know?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you got a bunch of fucking heathen, you got a bunch of scoffers watching from the outside, man. And guess what they're doing? They celebrate when they see the whole fillet. Going against certain things or somebody that was up there, whatever, that came from, you know, Great Millstone or however, the men that was teaching the Bible correctly, man, rightfully dividing the word, right? You got people on the outside waiting to see these group of men going against each other, breaking up, doing all the other shit like that. Yeah. Okay? But where do we go off at? When you feed into the bullshit. The people on the outside, they don't know a fucking thing that's going on within the inside. The people on the outside, they butthurt. Soon as you got people on the outside that's waiting for somebody to fall out of Great Millstone just so they could get all on the comment board and talk shit about the apostles, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew it.
Now you got people that's sitting around waiting for somebody to fall out of Great Millstone so they could have a big kumrah.
Yeah.
Party.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
About GMS, man.
On the party.
You see what I'm saying? And the apostles push it all the time, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the alphabets. It's all about that these men are the ones that's breaking the Bible down correctly, man. That's what the truth is. I mean, what other Israelite groups out there is fully dividing the word? Well, wait, they go through the entire book, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. All up through Revelation, you can't pay ISUPK to go all up through Revelation. You can't pay IUIC to go all up through Revelation.
GOCC.
And you can't pay GOCC to go up in that thing, man.
Fuck no, you know what it is.
Fuck no, bro.
You
Come
can't
on,
pay
man.
none of these motherfuckers to go all up through them prophecies like that.
Break it down.
Because they know they're gonna get cut, man.
Right, bro.
Okay, beginning with the apostle Great Millstone, those are the only men that's bold to go with whatever part of the Bible you want. They read it, man. They got it. What's up? Yo, you want Revelation?
Now you want
And the elders run through it like it's
easy, bro, man.
and you be sitting there like,
God damn, man.
every time you watch it,
Yeah,
I didn't think of it like
think
that.
of it like
You
that.
learn something new every time.
Every time.
Every
Get some
fucking
pieces out
time.
of
It
it,
be
man.
the small things that
Yeah.
stand out.
What they call nuggets. God,
Yeah, it's every time. It could be some shit that you can actually break down, but you hear the apostles go over it. They touch on something that you know. You like, oh shit,
I
I
never
can
seen
add
it like
that. Right.
That's your
You know what
repertoire.
I'm saying? Ain't no what. You're not getting that from
Criteria.
no. You're not getting these type of Jews from these other motherfuckers out here, man. They just butthurt about Great Millstone.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
Yes, the apostles rebuked all these motherfuckers that's out there breaking the scriptures down wrong. They don't just go around talking about people. The people that they talk about is butchering the scriptures, bearing false witness. You know?
right, bro.
And I can assure you, man, these motherfuckers in this world, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. They don't give a fuck about none of us, man. They just jumping on the fucking bandwagon because they see drama going on, man. I promise you, them motherfuckers don't care, man. They just being entertained.
Yeah.
All right,
Love
let's
entertainment.
continue, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead.
right. That little bit of that word or mysterious or in Ephesians 6. It says the secret counsels which govern Yahweh Shah in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men.
Go back to Ephesians 6 and 20. Add the verse. Which one of y'all are reading Ephesians?
Yeah, I'll get that word. Mysterious.
Oh, okay. Finish it off. We're gonna end it on verse 20, and then go to the next piece.
All right.
Go ahead. So like,
It's Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, and for me, the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel.
okay, verse 20.
Yep. For which I am an ambassador.
In what?
For which I am an ambassador
No, the next word. In what?
in bonds.
Okay, now read it from the top. Which I'm an ambassador. What?
For which I am an ambassador in bonds.
So being in this truth, you're gonna be in bonds, man. The Lord told you that we're gonna be ambassadors in bonds. That's right there in the Bible.
Yeah.
What are those bonds, man? That's the guidelines that we have to follow. That's the order that we have to follow. Right?
Right.
And if you go against the Lord's order, what happens? Those are those bonds we're up under these curses. We're up under these fucking heathens.
Yeah.
But yet the Lord still expects us and require us to do what? Righteousness.
Right.
To keep his laws.
Yeah.
So being in this truth is not, you're not supposed to just be this free spirited, just think and do it what you want and how you want to do it, man. Being in this truth, you're still up under bonds. You know?
Yeah.
Not bonds of men, but the Lord himself put you up under his own bonds.
Amen.
Well, even in the wilderness, Jacob will have to pass up on the covenant.
Right.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. That word mystery, let it be on the outline biblical usage.
I think we brought that one out already, right?
Let me read it. It says the secret counsels which govern Yahweh in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the godly.
Woo! All right. So that's why it's called mysteries, doctor. You know what I mean? Because that's the way the Lord intended for this Bible to be written, man. Okay? He didn't want everybody to be able to open this book and understand. Okay, the only people that this book is going to make sense to is the whole elect. So it's gonna be a lot of things in this book, right? That's not gonna make sense to a lot of people, man. Albert Bibbers being one of them. Reincarnation being one of them. King Mashab being one of them.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
That's a mystery. The Lord knew it. Everybody wasn't going to be able to just accept that. Why Yahushua say, if you can receive it?
If you can receive it, if.
Because Yahushua knew back then you had guys that was going to disagree with that, man.
Skeptics.
Not everybody believed John the Baptist was Elijah.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't believe that. Give me a lot. Give me a John the Baptist. You read up?
Yeah.
Right away.
Bring your precept out, and I'm gonna get the precept out John the
All
Baptist.
right, it's Matthew.
Finish up, and then D-Raz go, and then I'm gonna get the so I can get it in time to get the precept. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, it's Matthew 13:9. Right? It says, "Who hath ears to hear, let him hear." And the disciples came and said unto him, "Why speakest thou unto him in parables?"
Go ahead.
Mm.
Like, why you speaking these dark sayings? Why you make it so complicated for the average person to understand? Right? And it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Right? Who is Elijah? Who is this?
That's
Who
a
is that?
mystery of the kingdom. Who is King David? That's a mystery of the kingdom. The hopeful elect know it. And the apostles, for the record, they never forced none of us to believe that. You know what I'm saying? There's countless videos where the apostles have said numerous times that this is not dear to your salvation. Right?
Yes.
But when we're playing prophecy and the process of elimination, come on, man, who else could be this man? Okay, we're gonna go to Ezekiel 37 and all that.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
come
gonna
on.
get
Let's
to.
go,
I just
yeah.
want to at least get the front started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me bring this out. All right, this St. Matthew chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at straight to point 3. It says, "For this is he that was spoken of by the prophet Isaiah, saying, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord,
Yes.
make his path straight."
Straight.
Now just let that resonate, Action.
And marinate.
What have we been doing since after the 3.5 days? Woo.
Right?
Ezekiel 37, bring that.
I got you.
I think I
Yeah.
put y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Ezekiel 37:1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Ezekiel 37:1, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
Okay.
And he said unto me, Son of
We
man,
all know that valley is talking about America.
America.
Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Right?
Right here.
What's the valley of the shadow of death? The bitch called America, man. The whore of Babylon.
Like
The lowest of the low.
Low Valley. Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest.
My message do you think this nation
You think these people
will ever
live
bounce back?
Can they shake back?
Look at the state and the condition that
Look
they're
at
in.
these niggas, bro.
Look how bugged out they
Get
are.
all that as it is.
You think they can actually come back, son? Read, brother.
Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
And this happened, Akim, during the civil rights movement. You had an uprising back in the day. You had that uprising where so-called black people came together in the name of civil rights, in the name of black power,
Stand together.
in the name of equality.
we shall overcome.
Internet, yeah, all that bullshit, right? All of this, you had that stand once before. Read it.
God.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, and I will lay sinews upon you and will bring up flesh upon you and cover you with skin and put breath in you and ye shall live.
And they had an identity. And they stood up against this damn devil. Keep going.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Okay. Keep going.
God. Right? And it says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together.
That's what we're specifically speaking of, that noise,
shaking.
which happened in the 60s, man.
Right, man.
That's what made you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans self-aware. But prior to that, you was yes, sir, master, no, sir, master,
Wait,
whatever you say, boss.
Yeah. Right away, son. Yeah.
Driving right now.
Okay, but during this particular time, the Lord put the spirit on y'all to stand the fuck up. And you did that. You look at the history, y'all stood up back in those times. Which is where certain brothers is getting mixed up. You know what I mean? With the timelines and shit like that. But this is the key to the timeline.
In order.
Okay? Between the 60s and prior to that, and the 60s, and after that, up to today. This is the defining factor right here. Ezekiel 37 chapter. This is what the French race, the 60s, pre, from the 60s, post.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
And it's a man that played a pivotal part in between this. Keep going, brother.
And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bones. And when I beheld the sinews of...
But y'all saying, we shall overcome.
That shit, man.
That's what y'all was saying back then. Right?
Yeah.
You were trying to take diplomatic measures with the so-called white man. Back then.
Talking out right now.
Really?
Peace out.
And it says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them.
Yeah, you had an identity. Y'all stood up. Y'all did. Keep going.
And the skin covered them above, but there was no breath.
You didn't have
that's
the
right,
Rakak Wadash.
Yeah. Bang.
You didn't have the truth.
No.
The mysteries of the kingdom wasn't revealed to y'all at that time. Okay? But there was a man that was living at this time that the mysteries of the kingdom was actually revealed to. And guess what this man did? He started teaching the New Testament. He broke away from the old, what you could say, the old system of belief.
Yeah, old way of living.
And the Lord used this man to bring about the new way. Why do you think we even going into the New Testament, man? It was this, the Lord used this man, Albert Bibbins. At one point, Jake would even, the commandment keepers and all that, and the Israelites, the Jakes that knew that they were Israelites at that time, they were strictly Torah based, man.
Huh?
This is the man that the Lord used to open up the entire book. New and Old Covenant, man. That's called preparation according to the Bible. That's how you prepared the way, man.
Yeah.
Who else fulfilled that prophecy? Go ahead.
It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind.
Now guess what? Coming around the second time around, all right? And this is what the Lord did through Albert Bibbins. Because guess what? Martin Luther King and his movement,
That shit failed.
it failed.
Miserably.
What that nigga, Malcolm X failed, the Black Panthers failed,
Oh, it took a
the Nation of Islam, because you know he broke away from the Nation of Islam. Them niggas failed.
Took his ass out.
Marcus Garvey failed.
Huey P. Newton.
All these niggas, man. All that shit failed.
Just dropping niggas, man.
But what kept going and what blew up after all that shit failed and all the niggas paid off and sold out It's truth, man.
Leader.
The 12 tribes of Israel, man. The name of Yahweh and Yahushua. Esau being the white man. All this information was coming out. Well, you niggas was out there talking about some motherfucking Islam. And we shall over fucking come, man. The Lord used this man to push that out there.
Splash y'all ass. Right, huh?
God.
That's how you prepare the way for the Lord, man. Yahushua, when he came the first time, what did he do? Did he come and save us, or did he prepare us for salvation?
That's right.
He came to put us in the right mindset, in the right spirit. So when he does come back, we could be found waiting for him, man.
These are them that still stupid for the name
That's
of
right.
the Lord. Right, huh?
Go ahead, huh?
Yeah.
Right, it says, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind.
And those winds is talking about to the nations, man. Okay? Because Israel was scattered. Okay?
Yeah.
And during this time, man, shit, the so-called black community was put on a what? Global scale. The whole world was tuned in what was going on with black folk in America during that time. Okay? So, of all these so-called philosophies that so-called black people was coming up with back in the late 60s, why did the government fund everything except for what Abibibu had going on? That's why it wasn't popularized, man. Because the government would rather you Negroes be Muslims, Black Panthers, and Christians, followed behind some motherfucking Martin Luther King, Lucifer King, Martin Lucifer Queen, man.
Yeah.
That's why the world wants you following them, because it detours you away from the path that the Lord got intended for his people to rule his fucking planet again, man.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sharper than Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, so they're gonna put niggas like that on top of us. That's why it says the gate thereof language.
Yeah.
The gates thereof
language.
Jeremiah. It also say we shall dwell without a what is it, a ephod, so on and so forth for a time, not without a king, without all of that. That's us right now. So when you're a nation that's dealing like that, you have to be prepared to become a nation again. Right?
Yes.
If you've been in slavery, you have to be prepared to become a nation again.
Yeah.
We got to be taught how to be a nation all over again.
All over again.
You're not a slave, brother. You're a king. You got to be taught that. You're not going to fall asleep and wake up, I am a king.
No, I don't work like that.
It's a transition that has to take place. It's a conditioning of the mind, of the spirit, that has to take place, man.
The Lord did.
Go ahead, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this is Ezekiel 37:9 from the middle. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
And that's what the Lord did, man.
Yeah.
All right, beginning when it really just took all the way over. I mean, it began because God, remember, prior to the internet, everything was just spoken word. You had to either travel to these particular places, right? Then eventually they came out with video cassette tapes. You could go purchase video cassettes, watch it on video and shit like that. But nevertheless, the truth was going on way back then. The only difference with now and back then is we have the internet to where if one man could put a message out and 1 million people could get the shit instantly, man. Okay, that's the only thing that made this thing fast forward as far as the numbers are concerned. To make it go global, it's just a world wide web. So are we gonna say the internet is Elijah? We're not gonna say that, man.
Fuck no.
All the internet did was fast forward what the Lord already used Elijah to fast forward, man. It started in New York. That's why we call New York spiritual Jerusalem.
Yeah,
okay,
that's right.
When you go back into the ancient world, that's why the Hebrew activity, that was like the capital of all Hebrew Israelite activity, Jerusalem, man. All the Israelite foreigners left from Rome, Asia Minor, fuck the land of Ham, fuck all over, man, to come there and worship. Keep the high holy days and shit like that. Okay? Well, that's the same way we live in New York, is it not?
Yes.
Brothers come from
Same
all
way.
over the
All
UK, the South,
Yeah.
the West Coast, right? To go break bread in New York, man,
Yeah.
amongst the apostles.
What is it?
Okay? Go ahead, huh?
Yeah.
Right? And it says, and breathe upon these slain that they may live.
Keep going.
Right? It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet.
Now, this is how the Lord used Elijah this time around. Okay? We get from that part again.
Right? This is Ezekiel
This is the second time around. Because remember it says they stood,
Stood.
but they had no breath in them.
That's Ezekiel 37:8. Yeah.
But guess what? Albert Bibbins, the Lord put the breath in him.
Oh, I got it. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 37:10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived.
Okay. They lived. How did they live? By coming back into their nationality, by coming back into the truth, calling on the real name of the Most High, his son. Okay? And eventually, through Albert Bibbins, high priest Ariel came in. So we're gonna say the Lord wasn't dealing with him. Because if you're gonna go back and question Albert Bibbins, you might as well question the 12 tribe sign. Think about it.
Same thing.
If you're gonna question Albert Bibbins, you might as well question the 12 tribe sign.
Yeah.
Well, you see what I'm saying? We none of us know who the tribes are. If we can't identify the prophets, how the fuck we gonna identify the tribes? We identify the prophets through prophecy, just like we identified the tribes through prophecy.
Genesis 49, Ezekiel 37.
Okay? Go ahead.
Yep. It's Revelation chapter 11, starting verse 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple, leave out and measure it not, but is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Okay, which goes back to what? 3.5 days.
Right, man.
Okay. The city is who? A people before it's a place.
Yeah.
Some of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So after those 3.5 days, Elijah comes on the scene. Finish it out, D-Raps.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it on that.
All right. It's Ezekiel 37 and verse 10 from the middle, and it says, and they lived and stood upon their feet an exceeding great army.
All this was jump-started through the man we call Albert Bibbins, man. According to the Bible, he has to be the reincarnation of Elijah. I mean, just through the process of elimination.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, amongst the Hebrew Israelite community. I'm not talking about no Muslim community, no fucking Egyptology community. I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelite community, man. Go ahead, huh?
Right? It says, then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
And guess what? Guess what? The brother finna go into the stick, is he not?
Yes.
Because through Albert Bibbins came High Priest Yaquab, and the son of High Priest Yaquab is who? The son of Elder Yaquab is High Priest Ariah. Okay? These men learn from who? Albert Bibbins. How could the, come on, man.
Literally.
This whole entire prophecy happened right before, like literally right here in fucking America. And we're gonna deny this?
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. He's finna get into the 12 tribes stick. The stick. All that came through Albert Bibbins. Of course, the Lord used was high priest Ariana to do it, but I'm saying, who was his elder? Who was his father's elder? Who taught them? Go ahead, huh?
It says, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost.
That's what the heathens say, right? And that's what you 2/3 say. That's why you 2/3 are so quick to just turn to the heathen, because y'all have lost hope. But we're the faithful, because we haven't lost hope. Okay? Read, brother.
We are cut off for our parts.
Mhm.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves
Coming up out of this dead state, come out of slavery, man.
and bring you into the land of Israel.
Right?
Stockholm syndrome, man.
Keep on.
It says, therefore prophesy and say unto them, verse 13, and it says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
All right, how did the Lord do that, man? By bringing us where? Into who we are, man. Why are we called the valley of dry bones? Because we didn't know who we were. Okay? The nation of Israel was dead. Why? Because the Israelites didn't know that they were the Israelites. But how did life enter back into the Israelites? By them what? Recognizing who they were again. Recognizing who they serve again. And the Lord used an individual to do this. According to prophecy, it was going to be Elijah that the Lord was going to use to do this. To kick off the preparation process. This is the preparation process, man. Go ahead, bro.
God, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then ye shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord.
Now, that don't mean 2 days later after the prophet Elijah arrives, he just gonna speak a couple words and we gonna supernaturally just be put in the nation of Israel, man. Okay? When Yahushua himself came, guess what? You Israelites still had to get persecuted after he left. So just because Albert Bivens came and went, that don't mean everything's supposed to just turn into a pair of fucking dice. According to this prophecy, man. You know, we're preparing. We're rehearsing righteous acts. Well,
I preach it.
Oh, real quick.
y'all got
what you said, Ezekiel 37:14 says, back whatever you said, and shall put my spirit in you. So this is a transition. Yahweh has to put his spirit inside of you to get the fuck away from out of this this demonic ass place that we're living in right now, man. Okay? The valley of the shadow of death. Because it's easy to get sucked in into Babylon and be destroyed. Okay, so you have to have the spirit of the Lord inside of you to where you're around all this bullshit that's going on. But it's the spirit, though. Okay, that's why it's a battle, man. Apostle Paul spoke about that, man. The battle between the spirit and the flesh. It's a war that's going on. And the war resides within you. Fucking tribes. And it says that ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. So you have to live first. You have to be knowing. You have to know who the fuck you are first. Then that's when you begin to live. Okay? How the fucking a fucking slave live when he doesn't know anything? And then the Edomite kills him. And then you got to be reborn all the way back. That's how you gonna live again. All right, go ahead.
So Revelations 11, same chapter. It's Revelations 11 and start at verse 8. And it says, and the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord is crucified. That's the same that corpse in the valley of dry bones. Right? It says, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half.
All right, which y'all see now, right? 3 days and a half, right? Y'all seen that. What did he say after them 3.5 days?
Right? And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right? Meaning y'all never told us who we were, right? Y'all never sent us back to our gave us our real nationality. You never sent us back to the nation of Israel. You never put us to rest, man. All you did was rape, rob, and murder us, and you keep continuously do it. You go to the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, it says, "He that loosened not his prisoners." Right? You people have no plans whatsoever to put the nation of Israel back to rest, man. The real Israelites. Okay? Go ahead.
Right? And it says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts."
That's why you bitches going to space. That's why China could boast that America owe them trillions of fucking dollars. That's why America and Russia can go back and forth about who got the most nuclear missiles and shit like that. Okay? That's why all you heathen nations can go over there in the Middle East and argue about the oil prices and who control this portion of the land, who got possession of these kind of missiles and all that type of dumbass shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you bitches capitalizing off of our slavery, man. Okay, off of our humility. You fucking heathen out there. That's why you get the position that you got. Not because you better than us. The Lord is on our ass right now, man.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, brother.
God. It shall send gifts one to another.
And that's what y'all doing. Trade, import, export. And Lord knows us, man. And exploiting the fuck out of our people. Read.
God. Because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
That's why y'all hate us, because when you go back in our ancient past, man, we tormented you fucking heathens, man. We made fire come down from heaven. We put your ass to death. We put wild beasts on you. We summoned angels to come and kill hundreds of thousands of your fucking asses, man. And Lord knows when you go back to the time of Adam, the shit the sons of God were doing to y'all asses, man. Okay?
God.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, this one right here, verse 11. It says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them."
Okay, after 3.5 days. Okay? So back in Abba-Benjamin's time, is when the Lord was going to put the spirit back into the nation of Israel.
Beautiful.
So therefore, Elijah had to be somewhere over here.
Somewhere in that time frame,
He's in the vicinity, right? In that time, right?
Because he the one that's going to prepare the way for the Lord.
Yep.
Somebody straight like that.
This is the preparation process, right, y'all?
You're reading it.
God. Right?
God. Go ahead.
Same thing it says in Ezekiel. And it says, "And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them."
And ever since Abba-Benjamin's been on the scene, great fear have been on the hearts of you fucking heathen and you fucking 2/3 of
I got it.
Bring it out.
It's Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Obadiah.
Bring it out, bro.
The vision of Obadiah, it says, "Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle."
Right, got it.
Okay, so that was that time period where Esau is going to come down with that fucking with that persecution upon the woman. Okay, which is Israel. That's also found right in the 12th chapter, man. Okay,
Right, bro.
Esau is coming against us, man, and he's not showing no slack of letting up.
Well, but hold on. But we just showed y'all the beginning of the process when Elijah's supposed to come.
Yeah.
Well, the preparation process that leads us to Yahushua coming back. And the brother just brought out the end of that process.
Yeah.
The scripture tells you when that process of Elijah begins, and it tells you when that process ends. We're at the end of this process because guess what? Yahushua is about to come.
Yeah. Oh.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, and back what the elder said, we read a precept earlier in 2 Corinthians 9 and 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest."
Right. If Abba-Benjamin is not Elijah, you got to come up with a new breakdown for Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Real talk.
Whole chapter right now. God,
you got to make Ezekiel the 37th chapter make sense. Because somebody during the end of the 3.5 days had to fulfill their prophecy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, somebody, chicken, man.
Say it. Make it make sense. Okay. I got you one out.
We could bring a couple more
close it out.
just to, continue to validate it.
Yeah. I got you.
I got it.
God, I come out of wrote Malachi chapter 4, start at verse 4. It says, "Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments." Verse 5, "Behold, I will send you, Elijah the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord."
Y'all hear that? Okay. Now, does it make sense? Would it make sense if this prophecy happened a week before Yahushua came back?
No.
Well, if that's the case, well, who the fuck was Alvin Bivens? You know what I'm saying? This big ass point of prophecy.
Yes, right.
Oh, the scriptures ain't got nothing to do with that. That whole era, it's Ezekiel 37.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. And basically 11-2. God,
Alvin Bivens played a detrimental part of that prophecy, man.
yes, centerpiece.
The centerpiece of that prophecy. The second time around, you know?
Yeah. You can receive that.
Go ahead, bro.
God, yeah. Verse 6. It says, "Oh, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children."
That's what Alvin Bivens did, man. All right? Because without Alvin Bivens, guess what? We all give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, do we not?
Guess right, bro.
Well, guess who our elders and apostles give double honors to? Alvin Bivens.
For them. That's right, bro. Talk them.
The man that taught them, the man that taught their teachers, right? These are the men that taught us. So if you question their teachers, you're basically questioning your teachers.
Yeah, real time.
And if you're questioning your teachers, you should be questioning yourself. Because maybe you got it wrong. Maybe we got it. When my teachers is wrong, then I got it wrong. If the men that taught my teachers got it wrong, I got it wrong. I'm admitting to the world that I got it wrong. Come on, man.
Right, bro. Yeah. And it says, "And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers."
Right, man. Okay, and that's what happened, man. We became a nation again. All right. Through this man, the Lord pushed out the ideology that the so-called through him. I didn't say just only by him, but through the Lord used this man to birth the whole reality that we're living in right now, man.
That you know he fuck you up.
Okay?
Yeah.
One of his underlings was High Priest Ariah. That's the man of the Lord gave the 12 tribe sign to him. And that was one of Alvin Bivens' underlings.
Yes. Right up.
Hell yeah, right?
They Jeremiah 3, verses 14 and 15 backs it up. We could break down the whole Genesis, the 49th chapter, according to the 12 or the 12 tribe sign.
Right.
Okay.
But nobody doing that prior
That's
to
right.
from Alvin Bivens, Elder Yaquab, King Masha, all the way down to High Priest Ariah, man. But nobody doing that.
Nobody doing that, man.
Nobody doing that, man. Okay, and we want to take the route and say, well, Alvin Bivens didn't break the 12 tribes strut down. Well, guess, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me put this in the air. Okay, the king of Israel was never the most sharpest in the scriptures, man. That's why the king always consulted with the wise men and the prophets.
Every time.
Yes.
The king was never the sharpest in the scriptures, man. But that's another topic when we get into King David, King Masha and all that.
We start from, yeah, that's right.
Because a lot of people expect, because you're the king, you're supposed to know all the scriptures, you're supposed to be the sharpest in the scriptures. The kings were never the sharpest in the scriptures. That's why they were surrounding themselves with prophets and wise men and seers
Right.
and scribes and so on and so forth.
Right it down, yeah.
They had scribes to do the translating for them.
That's how I handle
The
it.
prophets every time the king was confused about something, he consulted with the prophets. Anytime the king needs to consult about a battle or a war or something, some shit he fucked up, he consulted with the wise men.
That's where I'm gonna go.
The king was never the wisest man, well, except for King Solomon.
Yeah, he was listening.
King Solomon was the wise man. He was the wise man. Outside Yahushua, he was the wise man on the earth.
On that level.
Oh, we can prove that too. That Yahushua was all those men. We can go Adam, Solomon. Now, Kevin
But
David.
that's for another topic, though. That's for a topic.
Yeah, that's right.
But still in all, but it goes to show, like, even with our business or whatever like that, you know. But that's that. We're gonna go into that dealing with King
King David. Yeah.
Oh, we got
Thanks.
man. The king was never the deepest in the scriptures, man. Okay? He surrounded himself, right, with wise men, elders, prophets, so on and so forth, man. Okay? So we can't be, when I say that to say this, though, we can't be expecting Abba-Biblos to be some old immaculate guy that never fucked up, that never sinned, that had no flaws. You can't expect King Masha, which is the reincarnation of King David, to be this perfect, flawless, never did nothing. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know? They were men.
Shit, he was speaking about it in the book of Saul. He was telling you how he was a slave over here in America in Babylon.
As King David, he committed adultery. And got a nigga knocked and murder. Fucking murder.
Right,
He fucked the nigga bitch and murdered the man.
yeah. And the Lord still.
Come on, man. And the Lord, that just go to show you, who are we to say anything about who the Lord chooses? Man, that's the conversation we want to stay out of.
Right, man.
I ain't trying to get all in the middle of that.
Hey, that's a video too. Don't ever get in the Lord's business, man. Stay the fuck out of the way. Believe that. Real shit. It's Malachi 4:6. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers.
That's right, man. And who are our spiritual fathers right now, man? The apostles of Great Millstone. We're the children. It's not talking about your dead ass kids that your baby mama raising. You know, like I know, them little motherfuckers gonna have to get reincarnated before they get right, man. That nigga woman, her influence just got our kids fucked up. Then your kids, that's if the kids ain't got that juice in them.
Yeah.
That's if the kids ain't got that fucking juice in them, man.
Oh, man.
You know? But that's talking about the apostles and the students, the teachers and the students, man. We know who our teachers are. And our teachers tell you who their teachers are. And the Lord also said, I shall not remove your teachers in Kona anymore.
Isaiah 30.
I shall behold your teachers.
Right, bro. Yeah.
You're going to see these men. We're not going to have to just read about them in a book, about a man that lived 3,000, 2,000 years ago.
We don't know what we get.
We got videos. We can actually see our teachers.
Yes. Believe that, bro.
You can look at Abba-Biblos.
Right.
They got videos of him.
Yes.
You can look at Joshua the high priest. You got videos of him. You can look at King David. You got videos of him, man. And no, we didn't meet none of these guys. I'll be the first one to tell you. I wasn't even born back in them fucking days, man. I wouldn't even know them,
man.
We was in the spirit world, right? We was the Allaham at that time. We was amongst the Allaham ranks at that time.
Woo!
We were probably protecting these men in the chariots and shit. Protecting them. And looking at them like, man, look, another 10 years, we finna be reborn on that. We gonna be reincarnated on that bitch again. Yeah. We was in the spirit world when these men were doing these great works, man.
Yep. Y'all was saying, look, y'all go out here at this time and this time, everything was sitting on.
And you come up
all right.
But we believe through faith, man. Faith. We didn't see Yahushua do nothing. But yeah, we believe in Yahushua.
Right. Fully persuaded. Right? Yes.
We got to believe. This is a faith-based faith-based
Faith-based,
thing.
faith-based Israelites.
Without faith, is impossible to
He
serve.
pleased Yahweh Shah.
This entire construct is based off of faith, man. Not off of sight, off of faith. I'm
Right?
telling you, we believe wholeheartedly. Who is who? What is what? We're not, nobody coming around. If you don't believe, you're gonna die.
No one's saying that, bro.
Nobody ever said that, man.
Yeah.
I was never told to us, man. That was never told to me, man. You know, like, I mean, hell, we all got shit to complain about. I mean, come on, man. We been coming up coming up, you know, through this thing, man. You gonna bump heads with brothers. You know, you're gonna fall into situations with brothers and stuff like that. But I say all that to say it has nothing to do with the doctrine, man. Just because you get mad with brothers, that don't mean the doctrine is wrong. You know?
Yeah.
The doctrine don't change. A Jacob change, but the truth is never gonna
It's
change.
just that shit been forever.
Yahweh Shah said that.
You know?
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words never will.
Right, bro.
So ain't nothing gonna change about this, man. That's it. And the Lord will bring brothers together through his word. That's the power of the word, bro. You have to have the right doctrine. All right? Backing you up, Elder. Just
Give me first Peter. Second, first or second Peter. Go ahead.
Galatians
First
4.
Peter, second.
Galatians 4 and 6, the latter part, it says, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Okay? And that's Yahweh Shai letting you know, look, get in, brothers who hear this truth, okay, we come and return to our true heritage, nationality. Know where our land is. Our land is a war-torn part of the earth right now. The part of the earth right now. Okay, but Jerusalem is a people before it's a place.
Yeah, our land is still a prophet.
That's it, man. God. Send a piece of promise. That's right, man. So it bewells us to focus on that right there, but you have to have the correct doctrine to teach all these things, man. Yeah, the MOTB is the centerpiece of prophecy, okay? And Esau deceived a lot of people, but according to Ezekiel, the 14th chapter, okay, Jake's was teaching other doctrines according to what is written.
If you question the men that
Taught you, man. That's
you're
it.
gonna question everything they taught you.
Mhm.
If you question the men that taught you, you're gonna question the things that they taught you.
Ooh.
That's just how it goes, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna open up a wormhole to a whole bunch of other shit, man,
That's it, bro.
that I ain't trying to. I don't want no type of time with that, bro.
I ain't full of darkness. With great
Like
darkness.
this in our personal lives, we catch enough fucking hell, man. You know, just to go through the day-to-day in society is enough fucking hell. There's nothing sauce. It's like we come to this thing, man, for a sigh of relief.
Yes.
Little sense, man.
Yeah.
We get away from controversy. We come to this to get away from controversy, man. We ain't trying to, you know, go ahead, huh?
It's First Peter. I got one for you after this. It's First Peter 1:20. Right? It says, "Who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you."
That's right. So guess what? All these men were made known in these last times, in these last days, but nevertheless, they're the same men of old. They're the same men that have been ordained from the beginning of time. From the beginning of time, I'll say that way. The brother just read. But it says, for you, the Lord bring men down to size for us.
Yeah.
For us to understand. For us to be able to relate to. That's a man just like me. The Lord could use him, he could use me. That's motivation. You see the Lord dealing with men that look just like us on a higher level. What does that do? It motivates us that that it's possible with us. When you look at the apostles, look at the Ababians, look at High Priest Yaquab, you look at King David, King Masha. which is King David. You look at these men, they look just like us. We follow in their footsteps. We still continuing and pushing the message that they started. Some have failed, some have went to the spirit world. But nevertheless, the message is still going out there, man. Okay? And it ain't showing no signs of fatigue.
Oh, it ain't slowing down.
Sure ain't gonna slow down. Just
Right.
you slowing down.
Yeah.
It's gonna slow
Right.
down.
It's getting real aggressive.
Yeah.
It's getting real aggressive.
Yeah.
For real, man.
And it's getting scary
Yeah.
to you naysayers
Very
out there.
scared.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, who by him do believe in Yahweh and raised him up from the dead and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in Yahweh.
You gonna break down things.
It's Matthew 17:9. And he said, and as they came down from the mountain, Yahweh charged them, saying, tell the vision to no man until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. His disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes Elias must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things.
Now stop right there. It says Elijah, which is Elias. This is Greek transliteration from the Hebrew Elijah. Okay. It says that he shall restore all things. Let's get the word restore.
Matthew 17.
I got y'all.
Shit.
Which one you?
Matthew 17.
All right. That word restore what the brother's reading
Go ahead.
in the Blue Letter Bible. All right. This is G599.
G600. Apakathistemi.
Apakathistemi. Okay. It says, they got to come in.
All right,
Yeah.
bring it again.
This G599. All right. Play it again.
Strong's G600. Apakathistemi.
Apakathistemi.
Apakathisteni. All right, go ahead.
Apakathistemi. God, it says, ooh, to restore to his former state.
Okay. To remind you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who you once were. Now you tell me, according to all these prophecies that we've been bringing out, man, there's only one man that fulfilled these things. But it takes faith. We're not telling you, if you don't believe it, the Lord gonna kill you.
That was just,
The scripture tell you, test the spirit by the spirit, man. That's all we're doing. We're just gonna bring out the prophecies and we're just gonna state the obvious. That's it. That's all we're doing. Defenders of the gospel, man. That's all we're doing. Making it plain upon the table. That way nobody got an excuse to be like, well, my opinion, which is gonna go back to Peter 1:20, but finish it off. Okay. My opinion, or I think he could be this person. I think he could be that person. Come on, man. Go ahead. Elijah is only one man. He can only be one person. It's not two Elijahs.
God.
right,
So who else, if it's not Albert Bivens,
who is he?
who else could have fulfilled this prophecy, man? Prophecies, not just one.
Yeah.
Prophecies.
All of it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It started with Ezekiel and went all the way through. What we're seeing right now. While Elder was going into it, how it started with Albert Bivens through High Priest Ariyah, okay, High Priest Jaquab, P. Marshall.
No,
Yaquab,
that was High Priest Ariyah's father.
Yeah.
But which the 12 tribe sign came through one of Albert Bivens' fruit, which happens to be who? High Priest Ariyah.
That shit up.
Who's taught by who? Alpha
That's
Bivens.
Joshua.
Is that not restoring all things?
Hell yeah. I'm throwing the chart to you, but that's no it.
The Lord dealing with these men on a high fucking level, man. Who the fuck are our nasty ass to come out there and question
Yeah,
anything
right.
about these men?
Yeah, real
Taught you when you were. Scary, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
Alright, bro.
Right, back on that 1 Peter 1:20, right, it says, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
But that's a good one. But go back. I mean, what you on?
It's 1 Peter 1:20.
Second Peter 1:20. My bad.
Okay.
Second Peter 1:20. I was like First Peter or Second Peter. But Salaki, brother. Salaki, I can. That was a good precept though, but
Yeah.
this the one I want, bro.
2 Peter 1:20, right, it says, knowing this first, gotcha, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Right. There's no prophecy or no form of the scripture can just mean what we feel it can mean individually, man. But this believe that this is talking about that. People believe this prophecy. This prophecy is talking about one man.
Real talk, huh?
One man. I'm not saying you don't believe it. The Lord gonna kill you and all that. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm just defending the gospel. All I'm doing. I'm in my
In old time, by the will of man,
right. Not by the will of man, not because of what a man's own opinion was,
I feel right.
Right, bro.
but by what?
But holy men of Yahweh spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost.
So was not ever Bivens.
See if that's
Was not ever Bivens a holy man of the Lord. Look at how the Lord used this man. Yaikwar, Ariah. I've never met none of these men in my life. Shit, that probably was in the spirit world if I was fucking born. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know the dates on there. God,
But I'm looking at the scripture says, judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, man. Look at the fruit that these men have bared, man. Look at the apostles of Great Millstone, man. Come on, man. Like I say, what Yahweh get that one where Yahweh say, believe me not for my name's sake, but believe me for my work's sake.
That's it, John. I call him.
Yeah. Say for my work's sake. Okay? We gotta look at the works that these men have put in. That's what we judge about. We're not just going off of what the elder said, this person is that person, and that person is that person. And a lot of times people try to paint a picture like we just some old blind bats that just jumping on bandwagons and shit like that. Man. Nah, we test the spirit by the spirit. We were fully persuaded. Ain't nobody force us to believe nothing, man. We watch the videos, we do our own research, right?
Yes.
And through the spirit of Yahweh shot through the apostles. I mean, how the fuck can you not see it? I'm not giving you like the light. I'm like, as they speak, the light bulb is ding, 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 ding. And not just the apostles, but the officers up underneath, the bishops up underneath them, and the elders that dispersed throughout different states. I mean, all of them, man. All of them. They speak the same thing.
Yeah. We see one faith, one baptism, one Lord.
Okay. Finish that out. What you read one?
I got one of our works with
all right. Yeah, that's it. That's
all. It's John chapter 14, start at verse 10. Yahweh speaking says, believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
Meaning y'all didn't, at the time they didn't believe. A lot of them used to look at Yahweh side eyes. He side-eyeing them or under-eyeing them or doubting them. So Yahweh telling them?
Yep. It says, believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me.
So y'all don't believe the Father is dealing with him, right? Y'all didn't believe that. They didn't believe it at the time, read.
The word that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works.
He doeth the works, man. Go ahead.
Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me.
Go ahead.
Or else believe me for the very work's sake.
Okay. For the very work's sake. And that goes back to that saying, the proof is in the pudding.
I was literally thinking of the word.
The proof is in the pudding, man. Okay? And then the Lord set the guidelines. So when we judge these men, you judge these men based off of their what? Works sake. And according to these prophecies, these men fulfill these prophecies, man. Well, individually we speaking about Elder Bivens in this particular video, you know?
I
just wanted to just air all of the Elder Bivens, just get all that in there before we even move to King David, man.
Yeah.
You know?
in that order.
Go ahead, huh?
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do.
And guess what? Shit. Through Elder Bivens, man, guess what? This thing is global now.
Right, bro.
Yahushua, it wasn't global back then.
Yeah.
Greater works.
We're doing greater works than even what Yahushua did. What we're doing, waking up thousands and upon millions and tens and 20s of thousands, is greater than turning water to wine. It's greater than making somebody who couldn't hear touching their ear and now all of a sudden they can hear. The only reason why the Lord was doing those miracles is to convince the people, you know, that he was the Lord. Same thing when Moses had to exercise spiritual powers to convince the people that the Lord was dealing with him.
Right, bro.
Same reason the Lord gonna give his men spiritual powers.
Yeah, greater works.
In these upcoming times, man. And then that with them powers, the Lord said we're gonna do greater work than them. But spiritually speaking, what we're doing is greater than walking on water, man. We're walking on water. How are they gonna save somebody? How are they gonna tell a man his nationality? Okay? The Lord is gonna bless you more for what? Walking on water or bringing a man who was once lost into the light.
Bring forth fruit, man.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go into my Father.
Right. And when the Lord went into the Father, which go back to he who let be taken out of the way. Because certain things had to be happening. The brother, we brought that piece about what happened when Yahushua had to go before the Father. Yeah, he had to present himself before the Father. You go read that in the book of Daniel 7.
Yeah.
That's
13.
What the other one we bringing out? Corinthians?
Yeah, 2 Corinthians.
You gotta get it, but when he presented himself before the Father and all that type of stuff.
Then he shall subdue all things.
That's right.
Same chapter.
That's right.
Something
like that.
Yeah. Kinda. Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. It says, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Yeah, just read. I read it all day.
Beautiful.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
It's Romans 8:16. Right? It says the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. Right? The same thing goes for all these ancient men that the Lord has set up. That the Spirit bear witness. Right? It just gets to a point where it's
meaning it's evident, meaning it's spiritual evidence.
Yeah, spiritually evident. Spiritually evident. Right? But with that, hope this was an edifying lesson. Anybody giving infinite honor and praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
Go honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the hopeful and faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching the truth. The best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Ball.
Kwam Yashala. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Mark Young.